this, I gave you an assignment through the Cosma. Did you distribute the paper?
Yes.
Yes. Take a look at the paper. What it is about?
Semantic rules.
But before we entering the new lesson, I would like to ask you several questions. First, do you still remember what did we discuss few last meetings?
Last week we talked about sentence, proposition, and also utterance.
That's right. Who can tell me what is sentence, what is proposition, and what is utterances?
Utterance is any stretch of talk by one person before and after which there is silence on the part of that person.
That's the last topic. Yeah. Now we still have these two terminologies in our new lesson, semantic role. We have sentence and proposition there. Well, I guess you have understood about that point, that 2 point. Okay. I want you to make up one group with 6 persons. Now, I want you to read the paper I given to you. Look at that. There is several points in this one. First, sentence and proposition. Pilih salah satu. Okay. One person read one subtopic. Okay. Number 1. Student with number 1, you will read about sentence and proposition. Student number 2, you will read about semantics role. Point 4, point 2. And then student with number 3, you will read 4.2.1. It's about fallacy 0. Yeah. And then next, student number 4 will read about fallacy 1 on page 69. You got it? Yeah. Then next student will discuss about fallacy 2 on page 73. You got it? Yes. Yeah. And the last student will discuss about some changes in fallacy on page 78. Now, number 1, raise your hand. Number 1, raise your hand. Yes, number 1. Okay, number 2, take a look at your friends. Number 2. Now, number 1 with number 1, number 2 with number 2, number 3 with number 3. You make a new group. What will you do there? You are going to discuss again about what you have reading, what you have read just now. Make a real conclusion there. Is what you have in your mind is also the same as what your friends have, and then take a conclusion. While you are discussing about the topic, I also want you to take a note here on this paper. Write down what you have discussed.
Predicate can be used in a sentence that has 2 arguments is another sentence that has only.
Are you? It's okay if you include this example also. Kalian put on the center.
Now I want you to talk about what you have discussed in your group. First, we start from group 1.
In the semantic roles, we discuss about sentence and proposition. A definition of a sentence is something that expressed in a complete thought. And about proposition, it is something abstract but meaningful. It can be expressed in different sentence and part of sentence. We have an example, 3 sentences here. The first sentence is, we work in the park. And the second is, our work in the park. And the third is, for us to work in the park. And here, we make a concept. Sometimes we want to talk with someone. I mean, make a conversation. Of course, we have to make a concept in our brain. I mean, it's a proposition.
We are from second group. In here, we will talk about semantic roles. Definition of semantic roles. The meaning of predicate is determined in part by how many arguments it may have and what role those arguments. For example, in a sentence, a window broke. The referring expression a window, this is have 2 arguments.
we will explain about valency zero. Valency zero refers to the predicate has no particular subject. Hence, the verb it contains is a zero argument verb. For example, it is snowing. It refers to subject and snow refers to verb. The first sentence in the group untuk has the verb snow and the subject is it, but it doesn't name of anything.
Okay, so now I want to explain about our topic. It's about valency 1. So our conclusion about valency 1 is a sentence with has verb and subject. Subject and verb, but no one object. So in valency 1, there are two kind of arguments. First argument name and actors that carries out the action, and second argument names affected by the event. From this example, we can see just their subject and verb, so no one object. And then let's see the second argument. The argument is affected by the event. The example, a volcano erupted. Then the cake fell. So in this example, there's no object, just verb and subject.
Okay guys, I will tell you about valency 2. Before that, I will tell you about valency. Valency is the member of arguments controlled by a predicate, content verbs being typical predicates. So, for example is Chris making an omelette. On the sentence, most verbs take a subject and object. The subject as Chris and object as an omelette.
Okay, we are from the last group. We would like to explain about some changes in valency. Some predicates can be used in a sentence that has two arguments, and in another sentence that has only one argument. So we can look at the sample. For the first sentence, we add once more specific information than the second sentence.
Okay, now I would like to give you some exercises here.
Back again to your paper. Do it together with your friends, but write down your group's name. I give you one paper, one person, but you may discuss within your groups. Now, I want you to write down on your piece of paper. If you have one, please, just small piece of paper. First, what can you get from this lesson today? And number 2, how do you feel about the lesson today? Number 3, if there is something to improve during this lesson, what would it be? If there is something that we need to improve, well, students, this is the end of our class. I would like to tell you about what we have done today. In syntax or in grammar, you analyze it by using pattern of formula as you recognize a subject, predicate, object. But in semantic, you analyze it by using the functions of the arguments in the sentence. So, you need to be very careful when you determine in a sentence, is the sentence is, for example, agent, or for example, actor. Because if you misunderstood about what are the rules of the arguments in the sentence, you will make a mistake in defining the real meaning of the sentence. Do you get the ideas? Yes, thank you so much.